What's going on, beautiful people? Jace with Heathen Army here. Welcome back to my journey to better health, wellness, strength, and conditioning. Week 23 is in the books. Man, it was another pretty good week, busy week for sure. The motivation started to fade towards the tail end of the week. It was really all about discipline come late last week. Today is actually September 11th, 2024, and I'm just a little late getting to this video, of course, but I got to keep the consistency going. It really helps with my accountability here doing these videos, so whether anybody watches or not. So, all right. Man, it was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Monday was bench. Wednesday, you know the deal, was squats. And Friday was deadlifts. It was more grass cutting and yard work for cardio than anything else for last week. In fact, it was actually quite involved, which I'll get into in a little bit. So burned a lot of calories with some extensive yard work going on. But from a nutrition standpoint, let's just jump right in there. Again, Monday through Friday, nutrition was 100%. I mean, really on point. Monday through Friday, basically hitting my macros or coming very close, right, to the macros, 40-40-20 split. And but the weekend, man, oh man, opening week of football. I'm a big football fan, so man, it's tough. It's tough to sit and watch football and not indulge in some things. You know what I mean? So that was a bit rough. I did fine for most of Saturday and actually burned a ton of calories on Saturday morning into early afternoon before the football really kicked off on the college side. Taking out bushes and really swinging shovels and everything else around, burned up some calories. So, but I overdid it on the calories Saturday night, so it was probably a wash. As we always say, you can't outwork a bad diet, folks. You just can't. But Sunday was kind of more of the same. It started out okay, but then it just kind of faded with the NFL season kicking off really on Sunday. But I also had more yard work Sunday morning into early Sunday afternoon. So just like Saturday, I burned a ton of calories with the yard work stuff. Cleaning out a whole front bed, a gigantic front bed, where we had some bushes that just needed to come out. And it was actually quite, I basically pulled a good bit of them out by hand and used my Jeep and other things to get some of the bigger ones out. So, but it was a lot of calories burned. So if we go right into the workouts, as I usually start, I call it my mat work, as you know, right? My leg raises, side leg raises, scissor kicks, and planks. That's what I focus on. I also, as I've said in the past, I do arm circles, I'll do skiers, I'll do abdominal twists, sandbag carries. I just kind of mix it up throughout the week. I don't generally record all of that, usually just the mat work side in terms of recording that. So as you can see on Monday, let's kick it off. Monday was September 2nd, and the mat work went pretty well. Pretty good warm up as usual. No issues there whatsoever. Again, as I always say, man, those things are really, really good. I'm contemplating taking a break from that today. Today is actually Wednesday the 11th, as I mentioned. I might not do my same thing here. I might just jump on my recumbent bike that I have, just kind of warm up a little bit that way before jumping into my squats today. But nonetheless, we'll see. It's really hard for me to break that habit, so we'll see if I actually do that. But the mat work went pretty well. Then we jumped right into the bench press, and I started with an empty bar. I was actually feeling pretty good. I'm thinking, this is going to be, my shoulders was feeling a little bit better. I'm thinking this is going to be the best bench workout I've had yet. The empty bar felt pretty good in terms of the movement and all that. And then I got 135 and it was just, man, it was painful. It doesn't necessarily look like it there. Maybe it was a little better, I would say, than the previous week, but still some discomfort in the movement. So I adjusted my grip around some, went to 135, and then went to 155, as you see there, and followed my standard weight setup. And then things started to, as I got further in to the work here, things started to fall apart for me. But as usual, from 155, I did go to 185, as you see there. And I believe I just got, barely one rep. So I was like, forget it. I'm just going to move right to the Smith machine so that I can get in some more volume. And started with my decline, with just 45s. And man, it just feels so much better on the Smith for me. So, especially on the shoulders. So, again, went to 45s and 10s, as you see there. And I love the decline. I always say that. I just think it's a fun exercise to do. So, felt pretty good here. And worked my way up to 45s and 25s. And the movement was feeling just really strong for me, which is good. I think the wrist wraps are interesting too. I'm going to keep wearing them, keep testing them out. I know I'm not going super heavy here, but it's just interesting to wear them, like I said, for the first time. Here's two 45 plates on each side, and this felt pretty good. I slowed down the movement a little bit, as you see there, and just concentrated on getting the reps out, and it felt pretty good. Then I moved to the incline press. I brought my grip in just a touch, and things started to really feel a little bit better, especially in the shoulder area. So definitely was able to get the volume in here on the incline press that I wanted to get into. So again, Monday, September 2nd, went really, really well. As we get later on in the week, last week, things started to fall apart just a touch, but overall feeling pretty good here for Monday's basically bench workout, right? I mean, chest essentially for that. So feeling pretty good. Things were going well, and that was the extent of it. I just did the regular bench, flat bench, decline, and incline. That was essentially my Monday workout. So not too bad. And then we moved right into Wednesday's workout. And again, the mat work. So very consistent there with my leg raises and then my scissor kicks, as you see. And then jumped into the side leg raises for both sides. And then I always finish with planks. And then again, what you don't see are some of the other additional exercises I was mentioning before. Essentially, all I did here on Wednesday, I jumped into some basic arm circles and abdominal twist was the only thing that you don't see that I did there. And then I moved into my squats for Wednesday, which was Wednesday, September 4th. So started with an empty bar. Just working on my depth and working on my movement. I was feeling pretty good here. I think I love squats, man. It really comes down to the squats are deads for me, which I said before, it's just crazy. I would have thought that bench would have been where I really, was enjoying things, but nope, it's squats. Got my 45s on there, and I really got in some good depth and some good reps for the Smith machine. So, man, I would like to jump to the open rack at some point and just give it a shot. Start adding some work there. But man, the Smith machine is not failing me. I'll be 51 here next month, and hey, I'm getting the movement in, man, and I'm getting the movement in with some resistance, and so that's what I'm excited about. And then I moved to 45s and 10s, and this is where things really got good. As I started to march up the weight, I really quickly realized that this weight does not feel nearly as heavy as it once did, 7 weeks ago. And so that was pretty exciting. So because you're getting stronger, right? I'm starting to get stronger. I'm starting to feel better despite the diet not being there. As you see with 45s and 25s, I'm getting more. I was struggling with this 8 weeks ago, right? I mean, it's just crazy. And now it just feels like a good strong depth, a good strong set with 45s and 25s. I did move beyond this, I believe, to 245s, which you'll see next coming up. But I also got more reps with 45s and 25s. I also believe I got more reps with 245s on each side. Again, a little slower. My movement changes a little bit, but the depth is really solid. So I think I got 3 reps in here. I think this is the last rep with that. Yep. And so then I was like, I'm going to work my way back down. So that's essentially what I did is 245s. Once I got 245s, I then worked my way down to 45s and 25s, 45s and 10s, et cetera, et cetera. And just, did as many as I could with each of the weights as I stepped back down. And so lots of volume, lots of good work. In fact, I really, I want to say I did 10 reps each on these last 2 sets or close to it. So I still had a lot left in the tank. I think I can get more reps out of the 245s on each side, but hey, it is what it is, man. This is my game, nobody else's. I'm just doing what's comfortable for me and enjoying the process. Gotta say, especially with squats. Yeah, definitely a lot more left in the tank here. So as I always say too, that the compound movements, man, these things. I do need to add some additional exercises to my program, but at this point, I'm just really enjoying just sticking to the compound movements as well as the mat work and being good there. So that was essentially, the Friday session. And then I moved into Friday mat work. And, again, there's the typical stuff, right? My leg raises, scissor kicks, side leg raises, and then, moving into the planks. I haven't added push-ups back simply because of my shoulder. So hopefully I'll be able to add that back in soon because I really do enjoy the push-ups. So let's move into the workout itself on Friday. It was deadlifts. Man, we're already over 12 and a half minutes. Good gracious. On Friday, September 6th, it was deadlifts, and man, I'm just really liking deadlifts. I started out with just an empty bar just to get the movement in. I always like this as a warm-up too, just loosening up those joints and those muscles a little bit, and just put in just a tiny bit of work on the movement and creating that hinge movement. I really think these are important to do. Just with any exercise, right? I always get, at least a few reps in on an empty bar on every exercise I'm doing. So in this case, that's what I'm achieving here. And then I move right into 135. Actually, I did a couple of sets. I thought I only did one set there with the RDLs essentially, but I did get 2 in. So interesting. So this was a pretty good workout. Once I get through the RDLs here, I start with 135, and 135 was feeling really light, I will say. So how many reps did I do that? Good grief. There we go. There's 135. So I was just straightening up, and then boom, I was just starting to rep them out, and 135 is feeling extremely light, feeling really good. Really good control, no issues at all from the 135, as it should be for my weight and all that and where I'm at. I think that's good. And then what I always do is I move from here to 155 185. I just jump right to, I did. I'm sorry. I'm old. Come on. 155 and rep that out. I used to skip this 155 and go right to 185, but this time I decided to shift it up. Now my memory's coming back a little bit. And I really wanted to get a little bit of more volume up front. There's 155 feeling really good as well. And then I moved to 185. I believe 185 was the most reps that I've gotten. I think ever with 185, to be honest. It is, I think I got 6 to 8 reps here of 185. And normally I would stop at, I think, 4 to 6. So I think I'm getting a couple of additional reps out of that weight. And then I did the same thing with 225. I definitely know this is the most reps that I've gotten with 225. I believe I got, I want to say 6. Let's see there. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Big boy, come on. And 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got 6. My grip was starting to fail here a little bit. But I was able to hang on and get that movement in. And then what I did was I stepped back down. I should have gone to 245, but I didn't. I went right back down and said, let me just stick to volume here and get the work in. So there's 185. And then I worked my way back down to 155. And then I did 15 reps. The tail end of this, I did 15 reps of 135 after all that volume. So definitely more in the tank. I'm pretty sure I can pull 245. I recently posted on our TikTok my failure of 245. I have pulled 245 a few times already. That one failure that I had, it was just a bad pull. You're going to have those days. Hopefully soon I'll be repping 245 out like I am 185 and 225. So just got to keep putting in the work and staying consistent. So yeah, here it is. This is 15 reps. I was like, I'm just going to burn it out, man. Let's just go. This was my last set. And I'm just trying to find a good rhythm and really get those pulls in and feeling pretty good. So I was really excited to get that those high number of pulls out towards the end of the workout. And I was definitely whipped after the dead. I would say right now deadlifts are probably my favorite. Squats are close, but the deadlift workout I just really enjoy. And I never thought I'd say that. So that was it, man. Those were the workouts. Man, I'm already almost 20 minutes into this video. God bless you if you watched this far. The diet is dialed back in for week 24. This is, obviously week 23 video, but just a look so far, 3 days into week 24, or 4 days, I'm on point. Diet 100%. I'm really curious. I've got to stick to it. The weekend is going to be the biggest challenge. That's going to be the goal, to stick to the diet there. So, man, I've rambled on enough. Appreciate it. Please check out our website, heathenarmyfitness.com, and have a great day. I'm Jace with Heathen Army. See you.